And we are live. Yay, happy Friday.
Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. The,
Yeah.
the, the topic today, I think, is quite interesting because self-esteem is something that is around your self-worth. And I think that can be influenced by so many different factors, and it's something that directly impacts your happiness and your success. And if you don't have a healthy self-esteem, I think you allow certain things to happen or to be treated in a certain way, which is not really in line with what you want. But because of possibly your lack of self-esteem, you put up with things. But do you agree?
Yeah, I do.
Mm,
Because you feel you're not worth it. You feel you
yeah,
don't deserve it.
yeah. Yeah,
Definitely.
we've got a few tips today that we want to share with you around self-esteem. And the first one is about not living in the past, like your past experiences. And look, I'll be the first one to say that there's anything that's not happening like in this literally current moment is the past. Even something that happened 5 minutes ago, actually in a way, kind of is the past. So in an ideal world, that's great. However, sometimes things happen and it takes a while to process them and to find solutions. So there might be a moment where you're living in the past, but just not to stay in that space.
Yeah. 'Cause I think it's very easy sometimes to get stuck in something in the past and not really let it go. And then we're just dragging it to the
Mm,
present and to the future.
yeah.
So I fully agree. And it's actually kind of linked to the second one, which is to express your needs. We a lot of the time we're not even sure ourselves what our needs are. But if we
Mm,
know them and we actually need to communicate them and express them and put them out there, we will get it back. But we
yeah.
don't know what we want, what we need. And I think there's a big difference also between what we want to what we need. The two
Yeah.
different things.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and I think oftentimes we don't always know maybe what that is ourselves until that line is crossed. And then we're like, oh, no, 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 no. Actually, this is what I need. And given this situation, this is what I need. So yeah,
And I think a lot of the time we don't know what we need. We think that
mm,
we need something, but it's basically something that we want, and it's not necessarily the right thing for us.
yeah,
But
yeah.
if you learn and you know more and more on what we need, you also it's so important to express it and put it out there. Because other
Mm,
people will not know that that's what you need if you're not going to tell them. No one is a
yeah.
magician.
And that ties in with the next one being having confidence and feeling confident. Because I think when you feel confident, you will stand in your truth and you will say whatever it is in a very, very kind, respectful way. But you will say, this is what I'm feeling, this is what I need, this is what's happening. And that takes confidence to be detached from the reaction of the other person or the outcome of the other person, but being confident and going, this is not okay, or this is okay, or whatever it is.
It is, and it's part of what's going to help you to build your self-esteem. If you're
Mm.
going to put it out there and you're going to say, this is not right, or this is what I think, just put it. Um, and the next one is actually have a positive outlook, at life. It's very easy always to look at the negative and let the
Mm.
negative control us. But in
Mm.
every bad, there's also good. So try
Yeah.
to find the positive in everything, even in this corona. There's also good stuff.
That,
Yes, we're tired, it's exhausting, we want to go back to routine, but it is what it is. So find the good things that you can take a look and take them with you. It's just going to help you.
yeah. And being able to say no. And I think for people that are people pleasers, I've discussed this so many times before. I've never suffered from that. But I think if you are a people pleaser and you want to make people happy and you want them to like you, there is a tendency to say yes. I actually had a conversation with somebody recently where they were not wanting to engage with somebody. They didn't want to hang out with them for the day, whatever the case was, they just didn't want to do it. But their response was, you know what, it's kind of just easier just to go yes. So you know what, it's fine, we can just hang out, we can do whatever, spend time together. But that wasn't actually what the person wanted. And it goes from anything. It's absolutely in any aspect of your life. If you are doing things where you really don't want to do it, the saying no is powerful, right?
So look, it's powerful, but it's not that easy because I'm that type of person who doesn't know how to say no. That's a conversation we always have. But if you want a healthy self-esteem, you need to learn to say no. But I think like what I've shared once, that I found my own system on how not to say no. I just found a group of people around me that I know that I don't necessarily need to say no because I'll get back. Or the type of people that will understand my side. So that make it easier for me. But in the past, I couldn't say no, and it hurt me. And that built a gap in you that it's destroying you. And you do stuff that you don't feel like. You're doing stuff for other people just to please them. And what about you? You know, bottom line, that's your life. You're the only one who wakes up in the morning with your own thoughts. Doesn't matter if you have a partner or not. It is. And if you're not happy with the things, just get them better. And everything we talk about now, it's how to get a better health, self-esteem, a better healthy one. So, and do it. So it is part of it. And it's actually links also to the next one, which is look at your overall strengths and weaknesses and accept them. You know, I always recommend my clients to do the SWOT analysis for themselves, just to learn more and more about them. And go even sometimes ask other people as well. What do you think might be strengths and weaknesses? Because a lot of time we are blind to certain stuff because we don't want to see it. We are maybe too insecure to see it. So give it time and learn it and accept it. It's okay. You don't need to be good in everything. You don't need to be perfect. No one's perfect.
I think it's also, and for me, it's also that being able to outsource as well. Like I was speaking to Julia yesterday, and her and I put this course together, and we're doing like a mini, like a half day, and then we're going to do the full 8-week course. And we were talking about the marketing, and I said to her, whoa, like I said, no disrespect to you, but that's not our thing. It's not my thing. It's not your thing, but I know somebody who is flipping good at it. And obviously, I would want to chat to you about it. So I don't even look at trying to do things which are not my level of expertise, because there's things that I'm really good at, and there's things that it's so challenging. And why do it? Why not outsource it and get help from somebody else who can do it a lot better, a lot more effectively, and a lot more efficiently than what you can do it, right?
And also, once you are aware for your weaknesses, for example, you look at it as, we spoke about it before, look at it as a challenge, like as something that, you know, an obstacle that you need to overcome it. So sometimes there are weaknesses that you can actually improve and move them maybe to not a weak, move it from weakness to something in between. And if not, I really believe in outsourcing. And you know what the funny thing is, like, if you need to fix a car, you're going to go to the garage and you're going to fix it. So why not do it and other stuff in your business? You know, there's people that are specializing in certain stuff. And if you're not good at this, just do it. If you, for example, also finding yourself that it's not that you're not good, but you don't, when you start a business and you do it because of a certain reason, and then you have a lot of administration things to do that you don't like. So maybe just outsource it. You know, you want to be happy from what you're doing. So don't be afraid to do these things. But it is to learn to accept it that we cannot be everything to everyone. That's okay not to be able to do certain stuff. And that's the beauty. You can just outsource it and admit it. And you know what? Once someone told me this saying, and it stuck with me since then, that a strong person is actually a person that knows to admit in his weaknesses what he cannot do. So just be strong and say, sorry, I cannot. I don't know how. And that's cool.
I think also yesterday I had my bi-weekly networking on limiting beliefs. And limiting beliefs, exactly, they tie into this as well, self-esteem. Because I think when you have a healthy self-esteem, you know, you're just able, all of these things, from being able to say no, from being able to be in the present, not live in the past, to be able to accept things for what they are, being able to focus on what you're good at and not focus on what your challenges are, bless you. I think all of that. So, you know, if you just know what these points are and there's things that you can become aware, awareness is that's the start of any journey. That's the start of anything.
Definitely.
So, yeah, awareness.
Definitely. So if you're going to sum it all up, I'll sneeze again.
Not living in the past.
Yes, express your needs and differentiate between needs to what you want. You need to follow what you need.
Yeah. Feel confident.
Have a positive outlook at life.
And knowing to say no.
Yes, and see the overall. Accept your weaknesses, accept your strengths, and just let it be. Whatever you want to fix that nagging you, just do it. If not, outsource it. There's so many solutions. But I think the nice thing with all of this is that it's going to help you to build a healthy self-esteem. It's not just to build a self-esteem, it's a healthy one. The one that can help you grow.
Yes. So have a beautiful weekend.
Yes, and if someone, by the way, want to go live with us on this podcast and have a personal development session with us on here and a marketing tips on their business, so just put it in the comments below. We're going to let you join us. And we're excited from this. And we'll see you on Tuesday.
Yeah. Bye.
Weekend. Bye.